to 602 Rose Show, making fantasy BIP picks for the Rose League app. This is going to be the finale, mercifully, episode 16 of BIP this season. I'm expecting a ton of nonsense, ton of studio content, which again is not scored for Rose League. We are looking for only stuff that happens on the beach within the context of the show. So it's going to be the proposals, the rings, the final ceremony, all of that kind of nonsense. 4 players left. We're just down to the final 2 couples here. Spoilers. They both sets of couples get engaged. So from that standpoint, it's kind of a wash. Everyone's going to get the points for getting engaged. Important note is that there's still going to be the final rose. We saw them on the beach on the pedestal. They're long stemmed, which means that the men will be giving them to the women. So a little bit of extra points for the women there. This is really risk mitigation. You're only picking 2, so you just have to avoid people being anxious or uneasy or self-sabotaging in ways that we kind of see them hinting toward Johnny doing. Who's to say how that edit actually comes out? But you can start to build your narrative and build your points profile by knowing everyone gets engaged just throughout those points. So the roses going to the women, that's 6 points apiece, which isn't nothing. Up until last night's episode, I would have told you that Brandon and Serene would get all the affection points, but they were actually outscored by Johnny and Victoria in yesterday's episode. So you're going to want a piece of the couple that does more kissing and I love you and calling each other attractive. And again, up until yesterday, that would have been Brandon and Serene. So kind of a tough spot going forward. What I'm looking at is kind of the equity between couples. How often are they reciprocating I love yous and saying that they're attractive? So I definitely want Serene. Serene will be one of my 2. And really for me, the other half of this equation, it's do I want Victoria or do I want Brandon? Again, we know that both couples get engaged. We know that Johnny's kind of got this willy won't he thing. I'm anticipating some of that anxiety from Johnny. They kind of try to paint Brandon a little bit that way in the preview. I think it's a false flag, but it is enough to get me off of Brandon. And I'm someone who has said I love you quite a bit to Johnny, sometimes unprovoked. So Victoria is going to be my second choice for tonight. Rolling with the girls, hopefully the 12 points off those roses and the lack of the anxious, nervous narrative sets them up ahead. So if you are chasing in your league, maybe take a slightly different approach. I do like Brandon more than Johnny by a pretty significant margin. Johnny does swear a lot. Those points have come through clutch over the last few episodes here. So kind of take measurement of where you are in your group and then take your best shot. Johnny might be that moonshot for you if you need to make up a ton of points. But thanks for playing with us this season. We really appreciate it. Look for the Patreon launching soon. We're going to keep the app free and ad-free. But we are going to launch a Patreon for Bachelor season here with a lot more bonus content, weekly, monthly, by episode, everything from bonus episodes and trailer breakdowns to monthly newsletters and food and drink pairings for the episodes. And for some of you who might be interested, season-long Fantasy Bachelor, which is near and dear to my heart and to the hearts of those here at 602 Rose Show. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, we appreciate your support. Good luck tonight. And we won't see you again on the beach. We'll see you for Bachelor season. Have a good one.